Scam alert, stay away from Jeff Wyler. We're having some issues with the brand new Jeep Wrangler. And I'm going to show you here what started the chain reaction and the information that we're finding out that they left out of this service contract that we signed when we got the loan. So let me get this turned around and I'll show you what I found so far. So I did the first tire rotation at 5,160 miles. And yes, you could do this yourself. You could take it to a shop and pay a fee, or take it to the dealer and let them do it for free, or do it yourself. But this is what started it. When I pulled the tires off, I found anti-seize on the rotors, both passenger and driver. And this is the driver. So why did they put anti-seize on us unless they were working on it? Now, what caught my attention, and I'm going to show you, is see the blue mark on the axle nut and then the axle itself where it's missing? When they're making these vehicles in the production line, after it's brake torqued on there, and safety inspector will come and make sure everything's torqued and mark it and put the tires on, and they're on their way. Well, that blue line is not on the actual axle itself. It's actually underneath of it. So that tells me, and then finding the anti-seize on there, that someone had these tires off. Why? And the blue line is not matching, which I did grab a torque wrench and it is torqued to spec. But why was it off? So we reached out to the dealership because we're having issues with this. And they said they were going to get back with us. So the issues are stalling while driving with no engine lights, no warning lights. So Heather had it, and she was driving it, and it stalled out while she was driving. She put it in neutral, rolled it to a stop, put it back in park, and started it back up. Again, no engine lights, no warning lights. We're having issues with the cluster. We're having issues with the radio going in and out. Also, when you try to go start it up, it doesn't want to start right away. You wait a second and restart it. It starts up. Again, no engine lights, no warning lights. And then I found this with the front axle, like something was going on. So let me show you something. So the dealer finally got back with us. They can't explain the reason why the front end was being worked on, but they did find this, and they sent it to us, and we're taking a look at it. There was actually work done on the Jeep, and I'm going to show you what they did on February 25th of 25. Now, mind you, this is a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Willys Edition Sport. It's fully loaded. And it was their leftover stock from 24. And we purchased it because we saved a few bucks by just waiting. And I'm going to show you what they did. And with the issues that we're having now with the cluster, the radio, stalling, indicates this. And this is what they did before we purchased it. But 6 days later, if my math is correct, they disclosed that in the written contract when we purchased it. They're saying this never happened. They never fixed it. They never did any recalls on this vehicle. Now I'm going to show you the contract agreement when we purchased it and signed it for the loan. Now let me get this turned around and I'm going to show you. Nah, I blurred out my name. You need not know my full legal name, but here you go. No open safety recalls indicated. Read that. Recall notice and vehicle history report disclosure statement. 3/3 of 25. So here's another form. We owe delivery confirmation, blah, 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 right? So in a nutshell, if we would have known that they've done work to this and replaced the cluster, the board, reprogrammed it, flash drive it, whatever they did, I would have never purchased this, okay? If I knew that there was work done on the front end, I would have never purchased this. We still can't find why they had the tires off, who serviced it, so that's kind of up in the air, but you could see the chain reaction that got this wheel going. And then come to find out in our service contract, they put in there, and then, again, my calculations are right, 6 days later, forgot about it, that they did work to this, and left it out saying that they didn't do any work to it. No open recalls, they didn't do any recall work. They left that out. Interesting. Because you know what? If they would probably put that in there and people caught that, they wouldn't have purchased it, because I wouldn't have. I have owned many Jeeps. You guys see all the vehicles that we have, Jeep Wrangler wise, especially with this thing being all electronic basically, I would have never purchased it, honestly. And doing everything they did, not disclosing it, not telling us to sell the Jeep Wrangler to us is misleading. They broke legal binding contract. Now, do I want to sue them? Nope. This is what I want, is I want them to go to Stellantis, because that's who we're purchasing this from, buy us out of this and put us in a brand new Jeep Wrangler, same one that we got. I doubt if they got 24s on the lot, so it's gonna have to be a 25. And the money that we used as a down payment and the monthly payments that we paid since March, but we put a first payment on whatever, let's put that towards a new vehicle. I'm done. I'll walk away. You'll never hear of me again. But I doubt that's going to happen, especially when you pull them up on Google and they got class action lawsuits left and right for the Jeep Wranglers. I mean, this is a big community. Think about it. They do a lot of Jeep events at their dealerships for the Jeep Wranglers. People show up, have events, they do a lot of stuff with off-roading. But to do this to the Jeep community people and hide it and then misleading, like really? Really, Jeff Wyler? So take this with a grain of salt. Do not do business with these people. There's many other dealers out there. I mean, hell, we just got the Jeep Gladiator. I ain't gonna say any name. Well, they don't have any information. Or they didn't try to hide anything. So why is Jeff Wyler doing this? Because they're so big they can get away with it. So take that with a grain of salt. All I ask is share this video, get this video out there. If they did this to us, who else are they doing it to? And from the complaints that I see online, they're doing it to a lot of people. So again, I don't want to sue them. I don't want to drag this out. But at the end of the day, we'll win and we'll get a new Jeep Wrangler. But if we just cut our losses, get a new Jeep Wrangler and take this back, that's good to me. I'm not looking for compensation. So hopefully that helps. Share the video, get it out there, and I appreciate it. Everyone have a good one.